The night had gotten late and had done so very quickly. It surprised me. Frankly, I suppose I was very tired. I just hadn't taken the time to notice. But now it was very apparent to me, lying here, staring at the ceiling. I could feel it pulsing through my entire body, every heartbeat echoing in my head, throbbing. It hurt. But in a good way. Invigorating and satisfying, like that feeling after Thanksgiving dinner when you've eaten more food than you have eaten in months, and you didn't pace yourself, and you feel sick, and you can't move, and for some reason you are still washed over with a sense of accomplishment, proud to wear the crown of indulgence. But this night wasn't over for everybody. Not for Alexa. Could have had it her way, her night wouldn't have ended until the next night, or maybe the night after that. Even lying there and talking, the both of us trying to avoid sleep for as long as we could, she couldn't be still. Restless, I simply watched. It was entertaining. It was endearing. Her tossing about in the bed sheets from one side to the next, trying to find that one spot that would encourage her to calm down, rest, and sleep. She was telling bad jokes. They didn't make sense, but I guess that's what made them so funny. I was laughing after all, partly because of her futile attempts to fight off sleep, but partly because of her jokes. She was laughing too. She knew she was in a losing battle. Finally came to a halt. Her body was facing me. She was breathing rapidly but still very softly. I looked into her eyes, but this time I really looked. You look into everybody's eyes. You look into the eyes of a bank teller. You look into the eyes of a mailman. But when do you ever take notice? Well, this time I took notice. I noticed they were so innocent, and they were so full of excitement and bliss like a child. They shimmered magnificently, even in the dimly lit room. Like when the sun reflects off the lively ocean, dancing in the middle of a hot day, and there was expression behind those eyes. There was a sense of anticipation, as if she were asking a question, asking, what are we going to do tomorrow night? She was smiling as well. I don't really know why, but I didn't care, because she had the most pleasant smile. It wasn't the kind of smile you put on for a family picture, where you show every tooth in your skull, even backwards, and you know that you really have no reason to be smiling, but a soft one, with not even one tooth making an appearance. There wasn't even a wrinkle in either side of her face. It was the most effortless smile, and yet one of the most expressive. Trying to hide behind her long black hair that had fallen slightly in front of her face, a night full of sweat and hot, musty night. hair still glistened like silk. She brushed it away from her face and kind of let out a laugh, an apologetic one that told me she felt embarrassed. What? Apologizing for the fact that she must look awful, that she feels so silly. How could she ever let herself get like this in front of me? And that I need not look at her, but I did anyway. I couldn't help it. You wouldn't be able to help it either. We just lied there for what seemed like an eternity, in total silence. The only sound being the sound of us breathing. We just stared at one another. I was mad at myself every time I blinked. Just another moment when I could have been indulging on the essence of Alexa. It was beautiful. She was beautiful. But then she got sick.